The Kenyan rangelands are threatened by so many challenges, climate change being one of the contributing factors, but we have now the challenge that is becoming more of a big problem is the invasive species, which is basically taking over much of the grazing lands, and we are seeing it becoming a bigger threat because we are seeing a blend of multiple invasives in one particular site. Here you can see some in Kanam, very serious invader, very nice ripened fruits. Of course, ensuring that the future soil gene bank of the same invasive is assured. You can see this is already loaded to the soil and it can stay here for years and just germinate at the right time. Already, the plant is known to have an allopathic effect, so it affects the soil in terms of allowing other plant species to germinate, thereby affecting issues of biodiversity and, of course, biomass productivity. The same area we are also seeing Ipomea species, which is Ipomea indobrandi, and there is one of the invasive species that is becoming a very big menace. Of course, where it grows, less grass is growing. You can see this site, much of the grass is disappearing. And for you to appreciate this is that the species is increasing at very alarming rate. And where it grows, barely you see very few diversity and even the density of the grasses. But just very close to where it has not reached, another invasive here growing. You can see here where the plant does not come in, the grass is very tall. Very good, but it's showing that the sward is much denser compared to where this plant is growing. And here you can see it's slowly coming in. Unless we do something to remove this, then this place will just be much also degraded, like particular this other side just across that particular place. And so here we are in Taita Taveta County working with the communities. Basically, we are targeting the youth groups that we are training them on why this is a big threat to their livelihoods, a big threat to their future in terms of productivity, in terms of them being livestock keepers. So we are telling them it's the time for youth to take up issues of control of invasives and do that in a very bigger way and in a more stronger way, because if we don't do this, then the future is actually at stake, because some of these particular pastoral areas and agro-pastoral areas, livestock keeping is the main thing. This is where they're getting their livelihoods, this is where they're getting their school fees, this is where they're getting their, of course, medical support and all that. And thus we cannot avoid that we get overrun by this invasive species that is actually becoming a menace, and we are making it more easier, of course, using mechanization, cutting it very close to the ground surface, and that has been shown from our research work that it reduces the viability and, of course, the extension of this particular species into other areas, and this is what we are trying to hope that it will help to support. And continuously doing this, basically we'll be able to reduce the soil gene bank within our regional ecosystems, beautiful rangelands that we really appreciate in terms of biodiversity, supporting our livestock, supporting our wildlife and tourism sector as well. So this is something that we need to see the county working. The Taveta County is doing a lot of work, support to these particular kind of initiatives, and we hope that it's going to be scaled up into other, the entire county, where these species are becoming one of the bigger problems. Of course, this is not just the only one. We have other invasive species that are coming up in, as the Stramonium has been found to be in this county. There's Parthenium mesophorus becoming another species that is coming in. Already we have seen the Stramonium being also part of the landscape, especially to the conservancies and ranches here. Ipomea has already become one of the major threats, and many others which are coming in. Trees are also threatened by species like a daughter plant, Cascuta campestris, and they are becoming one of the species that are actually affecting productivity of our rangelands unless we do something.